Well, it's been a long time, but finally, welcome back to Wind Waker. Now, sure there's a very good explanation for this, which yes there is that I finally got my GameCube working again. I had a problem with it where it wouldn't output any video. It got fixed finally, so now I can continue to make the series again. And I understand that this probably seems a little out of nowhere, which I do agree it is, but I have a lot of unfinished series on my YouTube channel, and I'm not exactly proud of that. So I wanted to try and see if I could finish this game on my channel before going to college, since I'm probably not going to have that much time while I'm there. So I'll try my best. I can't exactly make any promises, but I didn't want to completely give up on it. And I still have my file, and I hate deleting stuff. So let's just get back to this. Anyway, now with the explanation aside, let's talk Wind Waker. So I just went ahead and went south just one square, and I'm collecting the sea chart for this island. Which in the last part of this, I played this mini game where I had to glide out using my deck of leaf to win a piece of heart. If you didn't do it, well then check out the last video for it. And not only am I bringing the series back, but I'm also trying something else with it that I haven't really tried before. In the description of this video and all of the rest that will be following with this game, I'm going to leave a brief summary of what is going to happen in this video, and I'm going to do that for the rest of this series. So for example, if you don't really want to watch me play, you can just scroll down to the description and read. I don't know if I'll be adding them in the previous videos because that might take a while, and I doubt I'll have the time for that. But anyways, from this video here on out to hopefully whenever I finish the game, there will be a brief description, or there will be a brief summary of what I did in this video to help you out if you don't want to watch me play. Anyway, so I hope it helps out. I tried to make it as understandable as possible, not necessarily dumbed it down, but just made it so that you can easily understand it. Anyway, I'm trying to collect the treasure here. I have treasure chart 27 right here. If you've been following me up until this point, then you should have it too. There are these cargo rocks in the way, so you can just use the boomerang to take them out. This is actually my second attempt at recording this, and on the first attempt I actually was confused and had to reset. But anyway, this time, that time I actually got attacked an awful lot, but this time I was able to take care of it a lot more. So I'm just salvaging for treasure here. And I forgot to mention, these next couple videos, this one and the next one, are going to be a lot of rupee grinding as well as item grinding. We will be grabbing heart pieces as well as a bomb bag upgrade in this episode. So be sure to stick around for it. Anyway, here's silver rupee right here, which is 200, which is excellent. And now that is it. I just kind of sat there idle for a bit, so I thought I would speed it up just so that, it would go by faster. And anyway, I accidentally changed the wind to the wrong direction. Like, it's supposed to go east and not north, but I quickly fixed that right after realizing that I went to the wrong way. See that? There it is. Alright, so I need to go east over to this viewing platform up here, so watch out for that P-hat there. Yeah, see, he knocked me off. Yep. That was pretty annoying. P-hats are probably my least favorite enemy in this game. Funny, like in the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask variations, they're not that bad, but in this game they are incredibly frustrating. They're so large, and they just completely knock you off. And I kept trying to climb this ladder, and, well, the ocean kept me from doing that. There are cannons on this viewing platform, so be on the lookout for those. Don't necessarily... There isn't one blocking your way in front of the ladder, which is good because it can hit you off. It can hit through the ladder, which, that's science, right? Anyway, there are a few bokoblins up here. Kill them or knock them off, whichever you prefer. Oh, yeah, I got hit. Doesn't matter, just they can't swim, so just as long as you knock them off, that'll be fine. Which you really don't even have to. I came up here just for these jars and for this chest right here. It's only 20 rupees, so not that big of a deal. I just thought I'd pick it up since I was here, and oh, that one left behind a fairy. I forgot about that. Anyway, here's the chest with 20 rupees in it. Just thought I'd help you pick up a little bit of extra cash just to help you out, because soon off, or later on, we're definitely going to be using this cash later on, because we're going to be going to Windfall Island and do some auctions pretty soon. But that's a couple videos away, so if you aren't interested in that, then, well, you can skip to then. Although I still advise you to collect a lot of rupees because it would definitely help you out. Anyway, that's it here, so let's go on to the next area, of course. I just went a little bit of ways away, and oh yeah, I tried to kill that, this P-Hat here. I definitely recommend you doing those two because P-Hats are very, very annoying in this game, as I'm sure you might know. I also tried salvaging for treasure here, except I went a little bit too far, so let me turn around and just do it. The pattern of the water right here, or the design, makes it an awful lot easier to know where treasure is, because for some reason if you get too close then the light doesn't show, which I definitely think it should. It just unnecessarily makes it more difficult. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyway, this right here, just more 20 rupees. I mean, pretty much the same as whatever was on top of that platform, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm gonna go back the way I came now, and through this, you want to go ahead and sail all the way over to Fire Mountain, which is only a couple squares away. Well, now it's just one square away. Matter of fact, there it is. You can see it. And I have another big octo to fight. That's right. So I kept just sailing around here trying to see if I could find it myself, but I really couldn't because I'm not that good at doing that. So I just went ahead and pulled out the telescope to help me find it. You may think I'm lame for it because I use a telescope, but yes, I use a telescope. I know it's a pretty useless item. It's not very helpful at all, but I mean, to me, I find it quite useful. I'm just saying that generally speaking, most players don't. So I just went to look for the flock of seagulls that is, well, I guess it's considered feather, whatever. The, I don't know, group of seagulls. There you go. That's animal neutral, right? It can be pretty annoying to anyway. It can be pretty annoying to find these things, so you really just got to look around until you see them. It's over in the direction of this viewing platform, just a little bit to the side, and I had so much trouble trying to find it. I probably should have sped this clip up. Whatever. I'll be sure to do stuff like that next time. My mistake. I finally found it just after like almost a minute of looking. There it is. And normally I hate changing the direction of the wind, which makes the HD version Swift Sail a lot more useful, even though at this point in the game I don't even think I would have it. But anyway, changing the wind is really no big deal. I just don't like it because I want to avoid it any way I can. So southeast is where I had to go in order to find the big octo. So go ahead and get there, and of course you will be into another fight with a big octo. Well, here it is. Just as you would expect. This one isn't too hard either. It's got, I don't know, like 8 eyes or something like that. I don't know. I also made use of my cannon here as well, which I don't typically do this, but I wanted to try and get better at it. And if you want to try to get better at it, then hey, why not? The only thing that really makes it tough is that you have to aim for the eyes, or else you're just wasting a shot. And what makes using the cannon pretty nice when fighting big octos is that it takes out the eyes in one hit. Normally with the boomerang you just have to throw it multiple times in order for it to actually take out the eyes, because the eyes take a few hits, but these completely take out the eyes in one hit, and eventually I got bored of using it, so I thought, okay, well, this is kind of slow. So I went ahead and used my boomerang. However, though, I managed to get out all of the eyes except for 3 of them, so I didn't really have too much left to do, which was nice. So I probably could have done this on time. Again, using the cannon wasn't absolutely necessary for this thing. I just wanted to see if I could do it, because normally I'm not that skilled with it. I find it kind of annoying, actually, and for some reason this is the last eye that didn't, or that had one more hit to it than all the other ones. Anyway, I was able to successfully take it out again, and I'm sure you will be too. It's really not that difficult. Just don't take too long, of course. Anyway, there's the treasure for it, so let's see what we get now, shall we? And I accidentally got out of the boat because I thought I was gonna put my boomerang away. Even though you could still see it in the cutscene there. Anyway, that doesn't matter all that much. It's rupees! And many more to come this video and the next video, like I said. Okay, now I will be going ahead and didn't want to do that. I will be sailing to the island that is just ahead of me. So go ahead and conduct the Wind's Requiem and change the direction to the west. Because this island right here is one of the fairy islands, and I'm going to need to travel to it in order to get an upgrade. Because like I said, we're going to get an upgrade in this video. This is it right here. And of course, go ahead and equip some bait. If you don't have any, well then you should probably go back to Outset or Windfall Island and buy some at Beetle's shop. Anyway, here's the fishman for this chart. This is the Eastern Fairy Island, I believe. Find it kind of interesting that we had to go west in order to reach the eastern one, but that's just because we were positioned in such a way on the map that made us do that. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, again, this is just like I said, it's a fairy island, so it's going to be shaped like a heart. And of course, it's sideways, but that's not really significant. Okay, so from that discussion just a moment ago, he was talking about the auctions on Windfall Island, which is what I happened to be talking about earlier, and which is why I am collecting a huge amount of rupees. So be sure, I'd advise you to do that too, because it'll make it an awful lot easier. Maybe you won't need as many as I'm doing, but I just thought I would show off a few places where you can get rupees. Anyway, over here there is a huge rock blocking the entrance to the island. Don't worry about it though, because it can simply be bombed. And there's a blue chew here, and I was dumb and forgot how this game works, so you need to use the boomerang or the grappling hook to get it. I'd advise the boomerang because it'll paralyze them for a second, and then you can just hit it with your sword. And of course, here's another thing that shows that I haven't played this game that much, because I accidentally threw the bomb instead of dropping it, because in this game you have to press R to drop bombs and not A. Because standing still or running, he will throw the bomb if you press A. Anyway, there you go. Blow up the entrance to the fairy fountain and go ahead and drop down inside. And then, of course, once you're down in here, just go ahead and come over to the fountain here, and then the Great Fairy will come out. So now I can carry 60 bombs, which is double the amount I could before. If you like to use your cannon often, then this will be a very useful upgrade for you. However, this isn't the only bomb upgrade in the game. No, you can upgrade it even more, but I won't spoil it yet. You can just find that out for yourself whenever you upgrade again, or you can wait till I upgrade it. Anyway, let's go ahead and change the wind direction to the south, because now there is yet another treasure that I would like to get. And this is actually in a uncharted area, and I keep jumping into the water. This is actually in an uncharted area that you can't actually get the sea chart for yet because, well, we don't know yet, but you cannot get the sea chart for it yet, but you can get the treasure chart for it. And I have the treasure chart for it. I just wanted to, oh yeah, and this is the part where I forgot that I can't actually get it yet. But anyway, let's go ahead and open our, well, hang on first, wait till I scroll through menus. There we go, now it's going fast. Let's go ahead and just sail there, and of course here, yeah, you see that on the treasure chart, it's showing an island, but there's actually nothing here. And I accidentally went too far, so I had to change the direction. It's near the middle of this square, so just look around the middle until you find it. It may be hard to find during the night, I guess. Which, I mean, I guess you don't really have to collect this now. You can just wait until this island is discovered and reveals itself, and then you can collect this treasure. It's a lot easier then, but I just thought I would get it now just so I wouldn't have to later. Even though, like I said, it's really not a problem. I can literally just come in here and get it whenever I can. Anyway, now that that treasure has been salvaged by me, I can go ahead and go south again, or actually southeast because I made an error while I was recording. So make sure you go southeast because going south will just take you back to the private oasis house that we visited. Southeast will take you to Bomb Island, which is where we have a trial for us with a treasure here. Anyway, once you finally make it over to Bomb Island here, go ahead and, well, get on it, of course. And there are some trees to cut down, some rocks to blow up. You don't really have to worry about those. I just thought I'd cut some trees to see if I could pick anything up. I didn't really, but I always want to see if you can. Anyway, this is just always a go-to thing whenever I play an older Zelda game. Just cut down anything. Grass, trees, doesn't matter. Anyway, once you're done playing around... Oh, actually, I got some magic. Not that I needed it. Once you are done playing around, go ahead and make your way up and equip your 60 bombs. Sorry, I know I probably make it sound too glorified, but it is still pretty convenient to have a very large bomb bag like that. Anyway, here it is up here, another very large rock. Not to worry though, because it can just be blown up like that. There it is, and don't jump over the hole, drop down the hole. That would make things just a little bit easier now. Now that we're in here, it's sort of a dungeon in here, but not really. There are only 2 rooms, and this will take you probably 5 minutes or something. Anyway, wait for these things to come out of the water, and well, you remember these guys. They're from the Earth Temple, or yeah, the Earth. No, the Dragon Roost Cavern. Remember these guys, right? You have to hit them a couple times, and then you have to pick it up and set it on the switch while it's paralyzed. If I can. There you go. Now, into the next room here. Well, actually, my clip just cut because I made an error again. Into the next room here, what you need to do is very carefully walk over this and step on this switch here. Or maybe not jump into the lava. That would help. I'm very out of it. I really have not played this game since the beginning of this year. So I was trying to find another one of those guys here because I thought I needed it. Because I really had forgotten this island, even though it's not that hard. All you have to do is just step on the switch here, and then it will extinguish those fires. I don't remember if it's temporary or not. That's why I was trying to look for one of those things, because I thought that that was the switch that only works if it is being held down. And no, it's not temporary now that I think about it, because, well, I need to leave when I'm done. Anyway, go ahead and attack this one until it rolls up, and then bring it over to... Well, I wanted to wait for this one to get out of my way. Just go ahead and throw it... No, not drop it. Throw it on over here, and it'll activate a switch that will dispose of that fire. I'm not actually sure what that is for, but you can extinguish that fire if you so desire. And that rhymed. Alright, I wanted to try and make him... Yeah, see, I wanted to try and get him closer to the center, because he just falls right off if you don't. Oh, whatever. Here's another one. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with fighting these guys because they like to hang out around the edge, And I really need them on the center. You see, I was trying to circle around it so that it would walk towards the middle. But I have a lot of trouble with it because these guys don't really cooperate all that well. And I don't know, I just feel like their AI could have been better. So I threw it a bit farther than I wanted it to, and it landed in the second one. And it didn't actually activate anything. And I was pretty confused as to why it didn't work. So I had to try and get this one. Now once you finally do this, after a few minutes of trying, go ahead and throw it out into the far... Well, it'll roll into that one, and then it will press down that switch, both extinguishing those fires, as well as the one around the chest. Now, open up this chest and claim your reward. It's a piece of heart, but not only is it a piece of heart, it gives me my 11th heart container. That's right, we are still only 2 dungeons in the game, and already I have 11 heart containers. Now, anyway, that's it for this part here. Just go ahead and surface, and then join me again in the next video, which I will hopefully upload soon, because I can finally do this consistently again. Let's just hope that I will, you know. The door's going to be locked, but it doesn't matter because we're leaving. So, thank you for watching this part, and I will see you in the next one.